This is Radio Theater Talk Variety Show. I'm your host, Angelina Toe. Be sure to get your pets spayed and neutered to control the animal population. Dum, 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 dum. Now, I'm just going to give a brief history about myself. I'm a former drug user. It's been over 40 years since I've used drugs, so it's been a long time coming. But the fact of the matter is, I'm happier in my life because I let that mess go. Okay? I let that mess go, so I'm happier in my life because I let the drugs go. 40 years clean is something that I will give myself a hand clap for. And if you are a former drug user and you're making it, give yourself a pat on the back and a hand clap also. Make no mistake about it. One thing that I found, I'd rather be an asset than a liability. And to be strung out on drugs and alcohol means you're a liability instead of an asset for your family and your friends. I learned about assets and liability in terms of individual people from Les Brown. I mean, I know about liability and I know about assets like your home, for example. A lot of people own homes. They own condos, they own apartments. But here's the situational thing. If you're not using it for some type of business, it's a liability, not an asset. That is actual and factual. Now back to we as people being assets and liability. I praise God and thank God every day that I'm 40 years clean from using drugs. Why? Because I'm no longer a liability, I'm an asset, and I'm 1,025% more happier with my life today than I was back then when I was using drugs, broke, busted, disgusted, and angry at the world, and everything bothered me, and I was tired of him, tired of her, tired of this, tired of that. Why are you talking all that positive talk? But then I went through a transformational change when I was listening to Jake Ducey here on YouTube. I started to go through a transformational change listening to Jake Ducey, listening to Daniel Alley, Tony Robbins, Les Brown. And my whole life began to change. I saw things differently. Mind you, I'm already 40 years clean. I'm happy as a lark, happy like a little kid, like the Bible says, be ye like children. Not immature, but be ye like children, happy, asking the awesome, amazing questions about life. So what am I trying to say? What I'm all about as a personal coach when it comes to your personal developmental change and your transformation for financial growth is exactly that. Are you tired of being broke, busted, and disgusted? Heck yeah. At least I say that. Wouldn't you say, heck yeah, I'm tired of being broke, busted, and disgusted? Well, I got something for you. And it comes with making a transformational change in your life. You have to reprogram your mind. Declutter your mind from negativity and fill it with positive talk. You got to let that negative stuff go. Negative people, cut them off. Pray for them. Cut them off and pray for them. Leave them alone. Broke, busted, and disgusted. There's somebody out there to help them if they want the help. But most people strung out on drugs are being controlled by somebody else. They're being controlled by the drug. I don't want drugs controlling me. There's something that's like slavery. When people were back in the days of slavery, when roots controlled by people. I don't want people controlling what I say or do, and I don't like drugs controlling what I say and do. Got me all angry, upset, and carrying on like a fool? No way, no how, no can do. How about you? Yeah, so basically, as a personal developmental coach is what I do also, okay? I'm predestined to do just that. In the school of opulence, That's what we teach. But I'm not teaching that. I'm not at the school opulence right now, but that's what the school opulence is about. That's what I'm about in my everyday life, 24 hours a day. It's about personal development, transformational change, becoming the best version of myself, having the best day ever, having the best year ever, year after year after year after year. Letting go of negativity, constantly decluttering my mind of negativity. Let me tell you something. When you start making a personal change in your life to become the best version of yourself, that's what's going to happen. You're going to come across negative people in your family, negative people in your circle of friends, negative people on your job, negative people in your school, negative people in your church. What are you going to do? Let them dictate how you think? Take control of your life today and say, I'm going to take control of my mind and how I think. I'm not going to let you dictate to me how I should live my life on a daily basis because you want to sit around and get high, smoke, and then just pass out like alcohol. That's your business, but I'm not going to let you constantly hand me the joint. I'm not going to let you constantly hand me the line to snort. I'm not going to let you constantly hand me the alcohol to drink. Knowing that I have a vision and a mission in my life that doesn't require drugs and alcohol. Now, mind you, it's up to it's your business. If you want to use drugs and alcohol and live a negative life, angry all the time, more power to you. What I do here on Radio Talk Variety Show, it is literally about positive talk. If you don't like positive talk, take a walk and keep on marching, and don't let the door hit you when you walk out. That's my attitude, literally, just like that. Don't waste my time, and I won't waste your time. That kind of mentality. Now, there's a lot of people out there, they like being angry, broke, busted, and disgusted. They like living a lifestyle of scarcity and lack. They love it. If they didn't like it, they wouldn't talk about everybody else leaving it alone. But if you get them by themselves, if you take these people caught up in these little groups and these little cliques where they sit around and gossip and talk about everybody and stare at you, if you get them alone by themselves and ask them the pressing questions, what do you want to do with your life? They're going to talk like everybody. They're going to talk like Les Brown. They're going to talk like Daniel Alley. They're going to talk like Jay Ducey. They're going to talk like me. And they're going to talk like Joyce Myers. And I start talking like T.D. Jakes. They're going to have a whole new talk. That if they would actually follow up on their vision and their mission and their dreams of what they truly want to do in life, aside from sitting around smoking dope and snorting coke and drinking alcohol day in and day out and nightly and sitting around the gossip table, you'd find they were just like us. But they have this thing called, because of the peer pressure, they're afraid to go live them lives for themselves so they can help everybody else. They're afraid to live their dreams because somebody's controlling what they say or do. Oh my gosh, if I start doing this, I won't have any friends. Yeah, that's right. You'll just make new friends, better friends. As you become a better version of yourself, you make better friends. Yeah, that's actual and factual. Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Radio Theater Talk Variety Show. As you know, I do mini plays also. For entertainment, do music and things of that nature as well. It's no joke what I do. I'm serious about what I do in life. I've come too far to turn back now. I took a 2-cup water manifestation. I did the 2-cup water manifestation where you take 2 cups and you label each of the empty cups. One with your current situational life that you're living, and you label the second cup with what you want your future to be. I did that in the latter part of 2018, 2019. I poured some water into my future, the way that I wanted my future to be. And I drank it up. And let me tell you what happened after that. I got 2 books published. My business is up and running. I have office space now, which tells me that the 2-cup manifestation actually really truly works. There are people that say that it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Well, 1, you don't believe. 2, you're not aligning yourself with God, the universe. That's why it's not working. It's not working for you because you're full of negativity. I don't believe it's going to work. But I took the 2-cup water manifestation test, and it worked for me. Once again, you can do the same thing. Take 2 cups, 2 empty cups, 2 glasses, and some water. On the first cup, write on it what your current living situation is, whatever you want. Write your future, whatever you want on it. And I promise you, I poured the water into the one with my future and I drank it up. That was like God saying to me, I'm with you on this. God, the universe, saying, drink up. I drink to that. God saying, drink to that present day, the future that you're looking for. Let the past go and drink to your present day future, or your present day future. You wrote it on the cup, and now you're waiting for the manifestation to happen. And while you're waiting for the manifestation to happen, you're working on your products, or your projects. You're working on your goals, your vision, your mission. And it will happen. But what's going to happen is you're going to go through a transformational change at the same time. Things that you used to like, you no longer like. Things that you used to do, you no longer want to do. You let go old habits and you pick up new habits. New, better, and improved habits. You start to declutter your architectural mind. You see, our architectural mind, the foundation of our mind, has been cluttered and brainwashed with things that just don't work for we people. We have to go out there, declutter our minds, and then fill it up again with positive words, inspirational words that keep us motivated, activated, and happy. And where do you find happiness from? When you forgive people that hurt you. Your happiness comes from forgiveness. Your happiness truly comes from forgiveness. When you can forgive the people that hurt you, you find that you are a lot happier because all that stress is gone. The madness, the anger, all that jive is gone when you let it go. Until you can learn to forgive, might as well throw in the towel. You're just going to be an angry soul. You're just going to be an angry soul until you can forgive the person that raped you, that molested you, that called you dumb, that called you stupid, that called you ugly, that called you fat, said you were a loser. Until you can put forgiveness in your heart, you're just going to be an angry old soul, crabby all the time. You want to make a transformational change in your life, you got to learn to forgive. You want happiness, you got to forgive. And until you can forgive, you're going to be angry. Now, if you want to make that change in your life, then you're at the right place, a radio talk variety show, because that's what we talk about all day, all night, is positive things in forms of plays, in the form of mini plays. Everything we do is a positive talk. If you got negativity, go on, take a walk. Don't waste my time, and I won't waste your time. It's as simple as that. Well, we're moving on closer. We're getting close to 15 minutes here. Now, with that being said, once again, I'm Angelina Toe, a.k.a. Angie Writes, Writes. Tune into Radio Talk Variety Show. Don't forget to listen to Jake Ducey here on YouTube.com. Hey, check out Daniel Alley here on YouTube.com. Me, hey God, what am I going to do? They say keep them poor. God, I'll pay you double for your trouble. Trust in me. Me, thank you. And y'all have a great, awesome, amazing rest of your day or night.